columnist Gustavo Arellano had a piece run in Saturday's LA Times titled, "The Real Problem with LA Latino Politics Isn't City Council Boundaries." A little tongue-in-cheek. Basically, Arellano's premise is one I agree with, not just about Latino politics, but about all politics in Los Angeles, is that the very few power brokers in our city really do like the fact that there are only 15 council districts for a city of 3.8 million people. What Arellano ultimately is arguing is that Latino power brokers in East Los Angeles and Latino power brokers in the Northeast Valley portion of the city conspire together to make sure that they rule all of Latino politics, and with a very few others in Los Angeles, run the whole city. And I couldn't agree more. The issue that Attorney General Rob Bonta is trying to, in theory, address, which is only Latino representation, I believe is a much larger issue for our city. I do not believe that the current governance of our city, with only 15 council districts, has any chance of representing pretty much most of us, especially Latinos and the other 2/3 of us who are renters. The system does a very good job of representing the 1/3 of Los Angeles who are single-family homeowners, and it does a very good job of representing city unions. That leaves 2+ million of us out of luck. So what do I believe the solution is? Gustavo, and maybe you'll think this as well, I don't think it's just drawing lines. Also, who knows if Attorney General Rob Bonta can even redraw the lines. That's going to end up being just a huge legal fight. What I see as the way forward to make our city more governable, more responsive, is to increase the size of the city council from 15 districts to 45 districts, to outlaw gerrymandering, and to make it so that each district, starting up there in that Northeast Valley, starting up there, say in Pacoima, just draw the first little square box that has 85,000 residents in it, and then draw the next square box that has the next 85,000 residents in it, and draw the 45 square boxes. Now, the boxes might be different sizes, but they're all going to be square or close to it, that have 85,000 residents in it to get to our 3.8 million people. Can you imagine if we had 45 equally divided boxes by population, that well over half of them would be majority Latino residencies? Again, the racism inherent in De Leon and Cedillo's and Nuri Martinez's issue that gentrification is what is killing Latino representation in districts 1 and 14 is laughable. It is De Leon and Nuri who have killed Latino representation in the city, and they will continue to kill Latino representation in the city and hold that power for themselves. So along with increasing the size of the city council from 15 to 45, along with outlawing gerrymandering and just drawing 45 square districts with 85,000 people in each, I believe the third element of changing the governance of our city to make it more representative is to institute ranked choice voting, certainly in the primaries and probably even in the general election if we want more than 2 finalists in a general election. Los Angeles, we owe it to ourselves. We are not well governed. We are not well represented. The people who are in power for themselves, not for us. It's time we take action. And the City Hall won't do it. And again, they just created in June a city charter reform commission from their ad hoc governance commission that is going to be under the power of the mayor and the city council. Expect them to do nothing in the next 2 years, because the city council could have done anything I just said, which they've debated any time in the last 2 to 4 years, and they punted, and they're going to punt on the city commission recommendations if the city commission recommendations for charter reform even have anything worthwhile. which they won't. We have to take this into our own hands. It's going to require a ballot initiative. It's going to require the 2/3 of us who are renters probably working directly with the developers. Yep, you heard me. Working with the developers to correct our city, to get ballot initiatives on that update how our charter operates, how our city functions, and to make governance responsive in the city of Los Angeles. I believe it is the only thing that we can do in order to keep Los Angeles great and a world leader. My name is Lauren Collin. This is We Unite, We Win. Follow me here. Follow me on weunitewewin.com for podcasts and articles and newsletters. As always, no fear, only love.